out. That is coming up. Right now, though, back home, Anthony Albanese has blamed the economy for One Nation's sudden surge in popularity. The Prime Minister had this to say when he was asked about whether financial stress was behind the rise in extreme right and left politics in Australia.
The economy, to paraphrase, it's the economy, stupid. It's always the economy that sets the parameters for debate.
Okay, well, let's have a debate about that. Let's bring in Amanda Rose, founder of Western Sydney Women, and Luke Boner of the Bonafide podcast.
Morning.
Welcome to you both. Okay, Luke, we'll start with you. So the PM now faced his third straight poll that put One Nation ahead of Labor. This latest one, only slightly, but still ahead. He says it's the economy. Is he right?
Yeah, well, the cost of living is crippling so many Australians and so many Australian families. But quite clearly, many people feel that the system isn't working for them, he said. Isn't working for them. Yes. I mean, you look at inflation, which is crippling budgets. And you talk to any economist and they'll tell you it's reckless government spending that's fueling inflation. And so if you do try and get ahead, a second job or work overtime, because they haven't addressed bracket creep, that money goes nowhere. And you are struggling. And childcare, the price of childcare, that's why Australians aren't having babies. Yes. Well done, Prime Minister. Scoop. It is the economy, but guess what? You're in charge of it.
Now, he's saying on that, give us some time, give us a year. Give us some time for the changes to come about. You know, certainly for people at home, they don't have a year. But is it fair enough that he's saying we can't turn this around quickly because of all the changes that
Look, it
the world's
reminds
facing?
me of when you're in a toxic relationship with someone, right? And they keep repeating the same behaviours and it's just destroying your soul bit by bit. And you think, I've just got to get out. I've just got to get on with my life. And they go, just give me one more year. I promise I'll change. I promise this will turn out. And it doesn't. You've got to pack your stuff and bolt, right? And I think what concerns me the most here is the flippant attitude, it's the economy, stupid, kind of mocking the people who are in deep distress. This is not about the hard right and the hard left and One Nation. This is about the mum and dads who can't feed their children. This is about the small businesses that are closing down every day, that message me every day saying, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to cope. We need politicians, instead of fighting each other or, implementing things, lying to us, and we know that a person who lies to you hates you, actually do something, care about the community. Everyone can actually be catered for in policy. We don't have to say it's either this group or that group.
Okay, if we use the analogy that it's like being in a bad relationship, right? Yeah. Then we say, well, you can't keep on doing the same thing and expect a different answer. So I would assume the government would come out and say, well, we're trying something different with this budget.
OK, well, they are trying something different. And if young Australians are able to get into homes that they couldn't have in 2 more years, well, they're geniuses. But at the moment, you're 100% right, Amanda. It's the cost of living that's driving this. And I think the One Nation Pauline Hanson polling is also being fueled by disenfranchised Conservative voters who are sick of mediocrity and they're wanting... But once One Nation comes out with its costings and says, yeah, we can do this, but hang on, have we actually done some budgets here?
All
Things might change.
All they have to do is lie, which seems to be what everyone's doing, right?
We were told we're going to have cheaper electricity. Didn't happen. They're going to have 1.2 million new homes by the next election. That is not on track. But so the lying is one thing, but and you said it, Amanda, it's the cost of living, people not being able to buy their basics and worrying where the electricity bill is coming from.
And just feeling generally unsafe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we just mentioned Paul